What's up? What's up? Welcome to Maroid States. So y'all already see what the title is. I'm surprised y'all is up. My baby was up. She had gas. I'm like, let's go ahead and finish what we was talking about on my last live at the end when we was talking about is weddings real rituals. Real let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Okay, let's get into these banners. Y'all already know y'all can follow me on Famous Monroe 1. Y'all already know cyberbullying and cyberstalking is not only harmful, but it could also cross the line of criminal misconduct, which could be considered doxing. Anyone use my name or my brand for doxing, you will get sued because y'all are some big mouth. You know what? And I'm gonna put your money where your mouth is. Shout out to Melanated for being in the building, Natural Melanated. What's up, baby? So let's go ahead and get into this. Everything is for educational purposes only. Any music I don't own rights to, and this is the copyright disclaimer. So let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all know we was talking about weddings and rituals and how it's complex and how it keep you stuck, how it keep you basically almost like in a soul tie with the person that you make this ceremony that you have the ceremony with and that you make this commitment with. So we had a live tonight, well, we had a Zoom tonight and a live tonight on Ascended Thoughts, and we got into it. So you got to just ask yourself, okay, so ask yourself, it's like always 10 reasons why people get married. What's up, London? Grand Rising to London for being in the building. Okay, so people always say it's 10 reasons, and you can look this up. This, I guess, you know, how they get polys or whatever, they go around and ask people reasons why they would get married. So the top 10 reasons, and I'm not going to get into all 10, which I found very weird. But it was just saying that longevity, you share your worries, silent commitment, building a family tree, improve your life, gaining new friends, and never go on an awkward date. So I find all of those reasons very stupid, very childish reasons for you guys to get into a commitment with two people twining your souls together. So let's just go into what is actually a contract, because that's what some people don't understand. You're actually legally committing yourself to someone else. So, a contract is basically a legal enforced agreement that creates or defines a governed mutual right and obligation among parties. Ask yourself, why would you need a piece of paper? And this goes into your free will, and it could plays into the Bible and why they give you the Bible and why they put these certain things in the Bible that goes against your free will because they know the law of the land. Because you guys got to remember, it's a difference between humans, it's a difference between humanoids, and it's a difference between humankind. You can look these things up because they do put everything out there for us to read. And I tell you guys, reading is fundamental, but for some reason, people do not like to read. Something about getting married through the system don't sit right with me, sit right with my spirit. And I'm going to explain why it does not sit right with your spirit. And that's why you guys got to get inside of these Zoom classes we be having. Another thing, let's go into what a compact is. So a compact is a closely and neatly packed together. That's what compact means. So basically, when you go into these contracts and these agreements, you're actually pulling against and going against your free will, and you're committing like you're putting yourself inside of compacts on this earthly plane that do work against your free will, and they do work against your earthly rights, and different things of that nature. So now ask yourself, what does wedding symbolize? Ask yourself, why is it a necessary for you to go down the aisle in a white dress? Why is that? Everything is ritual. Just like we told you guys, when you take part of baptism and taking of the bread and all, that is a ritual. Those are rituals. We all know what Jesus is. We all know that it is not real. It is man-made. But let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, wet and symbolize, it is a purpose to be united or joining. So basically, it's a ritual. You're performing a ritual. We learned tonight on Ascended Thoughts inside of the Zooms that the color white actually means darkness. The color black actually means um light. So you see how they use alchemy in reverse. They use alchemy on us and reverse it on us and use our own magic against us. They use our own free will against us. They put it in this book, tell us we need to follow this book. This book is the this book is the key to life, which this key to life has been written over by so many different scholars that have no scientific proof behind it. You can't even find the ark that Noah wrote on. And why is that? So if all of these events are true, why can't you prove it? Why can't you find it? So I tell you guys all the time the Bible is mixed in with truth and lies, and it definitely goes against your free will. Okay. Another thing you guys need to know, when you commit to uh in this ceremony, when they for better for worse at different things, um you share your property, you share your wealth, you share your burdens, you share your joy. So basically, you're twinning together souls. Hey, let lovely. Basically, you guys are twinning together souls. So let's get into what rituals is, and all of these things could be proven. Looking up, you know, I'm a roll when you come with the motherfucking facts. If it's not facts, I'm not gonna speak on it. And spirit never leads us wrong. So, a ritual is a religious. Why is it a religious? So, it's a religious or a ceremony. It is basically a series of actions performing according to a prescribed order. Actions of why is you even commit yourself to a prescribed order. Actions of why are you going down the aisle in a white dress? Why are all of these things necessary to jump into the room and all of these things? Um, Ask yourself, why would you? That's why they tell you you got to be careful when you lay down with people who you choose to mate with, because you got to think about it. We know energy is transferable. So I could transfer my energy onto my partner. So when you have and sexual relations is entwined with this ritual. That's like the seal deal. Okay. So we know, say you dealing with someone and they dealing with something that's of darker entities or darker forces. When you're having sex with them and they might be having sex with somebody that's into darkness and blood magic and different things like that, that energy that is on that person could be transferred onto the person, and your person could bring that back into you, which we know that is a way to enter darkness inside of the person. Okay. So it all plays a role. It is definitely a difference between black magic and alchemy. You guys got to know the difference between free will and giving up your free will. These people that make these laws of the land, they know the law of the land. They're basically stealing your free will and they're harvesting your energy. A lot of people like to say white is light. And black is darkness. They try to use that on when you're talking about um, racism. They do that to us, but which we know, light is not white is not light, and we know dark is not black is not darkness. So they use alchemy on you guys. You guys really need to get into this alchemy class that we're going to have on Ascended Thoughts. Now, everybody is not going to be able to get in this alchemy class because Spirit is going to let Mama Red know the ones that need to be in this alchemy class. But let's just get into what free will is. So the purpose of free will is suppose is power. Okay. We already know that certain demonic entities or forces is one of them that controls power. We know it's ones that controls greed, lust, and all of that works against you and condemn you to this earth. You do not freely give away your free will. Like we learned inside of the class, basically when you do these rituals on your children, taking of the bread, drinking of the bread, these baptisms, those are rituals. You're basically giving your children to darkness. That is a proven fact. You are putting your children in compacts. Now we learned about certain positive entities and negative entities is like their shadow side. We also learned that when you do this, you actually give your children away when you do these root rituals. What's up, self made? You give your children away in these rituals, guys, which allows darkness to come in and either take your children by um the will that you give them. It could be through death. It could be through just making them a dark soul, soulless, different things of that nature. So free will is basically a capacity of humans. So what I told you guys is a difference between humans, humanoids, and humankind. So you guys could look that up and ask yourself, why is it a difference? They even throw in alien too. So basically is to make a decision. I perform actions independently of any prior event or state of the universe. So basically when you guys go inside of these um weddings and you make these commitments, you basically don't even know that you're twining your soul with another person's soul. You got to be careful who you twine your soul with, because sometimes we allow other people burdens, their darkness, their shadow side. All of that thing could be energy is transferable. So you are allowing these different entities inside of you. You are giving away your free will. So therefore, you do not need a piece of paper to tell you. You could be with someone for 11 years. You do not need a piece of paper to tell you that you're in a union or a unit or whatever you guys want to call it. Another thing, ask yourself why when you deal with child support. Remember, we talked about child support too. When you deal with child support, ask yourself why the child belongs to the mother until um basically the father gives their parental consent of acknowledgement. Ask yourself why that says something as well, because once you get into these marriages and different things like that, you give them, say you're dealing with a man and he's dealing with darkness and he's of darkness. He gave his soul to darkness. He sold his soul. And before you sell your soul, they let you see the contract that you're agreeing to. And a lot of people agree to condemn themselves to this earth and damn themselves to this earth. And some people actually kill off their lineage. Some people actually kill off their soul where it would never be. You know how when you talk to readers and you might want to pull on and talk to your loved ones and they're able to communicate with your loved ones, some of the people go against their free will, go against their contracts that they make in the ethers before they come here and put them, and they get into these compacts. Okay. And when they actually do that, you're actually giving them your children. So say my boyfriend is of darkness. I marry him. I just gave him legal obligations to my child, meaning when they get into these compacts and selling of the souls, and they basically sell their souls for riches, they give up in many things, guys. They give up innocence, they give up family members, children, for riches for this plane. So basically, if you're dealing with somebody that's dealing with darkness and you marry them, they're able to either you're giving your child to darkness. And we know all children are, not all, but most children are of light and of they're basically like an innocence. So you just got to be careful when you get into these marriages. When you walk down these aisles, you got to ask yourself, why is it a jumping of the broom? Why is it um you have to have on a white? They tell you it's for pure. None of that is true. They're using alchemy against us to go against our free will. And once you go against your free will, and that is a compromise that allow lower frequency and lower entities to get inside of you to control you as well. Another thing, you're giving your free will to them. When you give your free will to them, that is their light. They're stealing your energy. It is a lot of things that plays a role when we talking about these commitments when you're speaking about marriages. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link for anybody that want to come up. But you must, if I don't know you, you will show your face before you come up, because you know y'all motherfuckers like to, porn bomb. We're not having none of that over here. But I'm going to drop the link for anybody that has any insight or insight on anything that I'm talking about. If y'all don't want to come up, y'all could drop it in the comments. It's just up to you guys. But you guys got to be careful when you get yourself inside of these agreements, these contracts. This like you got to understand that this world is gone. This is the old world. You guys got to understand that. Um, their time is running out. That's why you guys are seeing so many different events that are happening with these married couples. Um, they're actually, like I said, you're doing twinning of souls, soul contracts. You're blending the souls together. That's why you may see where they're starting to kill each other and all of these different demise, which we learn when they start doing these things like that. It damned them. Because this is it. Once this is over, we go through this great war. This is it. So once you damn yourself, and they kill each other and they do these different things in these marriages, is no coming back for these souls. So, like I said, and that's another reason why they're starting to do conscious swapping and different things of these natures, and they're tricking the light. They're hiding behind light, okay, in order for them to get where they need to be, because this is their hell, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. You just got to look inside of self. You guys got to go look up the meaning of these words. Why do you need to legally have an agreement when it comes to marriage? Why do they have these books? Why do they give us these things that go against our free will? And for the ones that just don't want to know the difference between humans and humanoids and different things like that, let me tell you what humankind is, because it is a difference, and you got to ask yourself why it's a difference. Okay, so basically, humankind, the meaning of humankind, put it like that. And they have all of these things out here where you guys could look it up. Look it up. Read. Stop letting people tell you anything and different things. You gotta ask yourself why they gave us English. Remember, when they brought us over here, they say our English was broken. No, these are spells that they give us with wordplay, and it works against our free will. So humankind are human beings considered collectively, used as a neutral alternative of mankind. So it is basically a spin-off from humans. And it's not the same. So mankind could be also referred to all human beings, male and female. Okay. So it is very it's a difference between a humankind, a humanoid. Ask yourself why they have laws. Hold on. Let me get into the humanoids. So you guys got to be careful with your marrying as well. Um, so a humanoid is having a appearance or a character resembling that of a human. You guys got to be careful what you give into, what you commit to when we're talking about these rituals. And anything could be a ritual. You guys got to be careful what you give yourself to. So let's get into their man made Jesus, because we know it is non-existence. We know that is a dark entity. We know that is to keep us suppressed, keep our consciousness suppressed, keep us in depressions and different things of this nature. And when they keep you in this, and they keep you in this hell, it's an easy way for these entities to suppress our energy, these dark entities. So basically, Jesus is not what you guys think it is. That Bible is not what you guys think it is. Like I told you, it works against your free will. Okay? You're freely giving away your energy. The ones that believe in And we learned this in these lives, y'all, these Zooms, y'all got to get into it. So the ones that believe in this suppressed energy, it is a curse. It could dim you to this earth. It could dim you to this plane. When you go to the ethers, you find yourself basically saying you're waiting for this savior to come for rapture. And it's never going to be this rapture that you're looking for. So that becomes your hell. You basically be stuck and it becomes your hell. So like I said, time is winding down for them. They're using ego and greed amongst us to create their own what? Demons. We're creating demons. They're creating these gods that are not real gods. That's why the old gods are submerging. That's why the knowledge is becoming more open for the ones that want to know about free will, how you could use your free will, the meaning behind marriage, the meaning behind commitment, and different things of these nature with these legally binding contract. And these are contracts and compacts that you make with these earthly planes. So we know when you go to praising these created gods, it is basically damning you to to this earth. It's basically keeping you in hell. So like I said, y'all need to get into these Zooms. Y'all need to stop giving away y'all free will. Y'all got to know the difference. Like I told y'all, black is the color of light, white is the color of death. You have to understand it is oaths that people take on this earthly planet. That is a oath. And when you take these oaths, it goes to a soul collector. It is a God. You got to get inside of these lives and get inside of these things in order for you to know who these real gods, the real names of these gods. Because when they give you these different names and they start creating these different gods, like I said, it is them stealing your energy and damning you to this earthly plane. You got to be careful. These certain readers you go to, these certain platforms you engage in, and different things of that nature. Um, we also know, which they don't know, even when it's a soul collector, is not always the souls that is collected. It's always, and I say that without saying certain things. So even though they're collecting your souls, they think they're collecting your souls when they give these compacts, or they make these compacts when they come here. When they go against their free will, they go against what they contract was initially was before they got here in the ethers, but they don't know it's another God, which is that's just the shadow side of that God that shows mercy and favor. So you guys just got to be careful when you're exchanging energy, and who you exchange energy with. You got to be careful who you get into unions with, who you have children with, because when they sell their souls, they put everybody on the chopping block. They don't necessarily have to give your child when they make these compacts, but you have some entities when they do give these things away, they see what is going to happen to them, and they do not care, and it opens up basically a domino effect for darkness to attack loved ones, children. So you got to be careful who you guys lay down with, you have children with, things you participate in, because these demons will work directly against you by using your free will, giving up your free will. Okay? Be careful to the wordplay that they use when they do this ritual. When they have these weddings, when they do these rituals. So just be careful to certain words that they use. Like we know, certain words are curses, and like I said, it could damn you to this earthly plane. But I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about marriage and talk a little bit about because y'all know we talked about that a little bit. We got a little bit into that um on the last live. And I just thought I should elaborate on it give truth behind it. Because a lot of people watch my lives, watch Mama Red lives, and they do spin off from our lives, but they don't have the real source, which is the old gods that are submerging. So they would try to piggyback off of what they hear us say or what they so they can have content, because a lot of people don't have content, and a lot of these people that you watch, they are stealing your energy when you participate in these low vibrational platforms. They work with dark entities that work against you and your free will. So you got to be careful what you allow to get into your subconscious that frees your that is in your or read that feeds your soul. You got to be careful what feeds your soul, because they have these dark entities that will actually, we know, work against your free will, but they would start suppressing your conscious, like start putting thoughts in your head to make you believe that you're making the right choice, which ultimately is tricking you to damn yourself to this earthly plane, which we know is hell, which we learned tonight. It is darker, deeper hells than this. I'm just say it like that because I don't want to get too much into it, because I feel like if you guys want the knowledge, it is fair exchange of energy. Certain things we cannot say on these platforms because these energies are watching. And we do not want to give them all of our source or all of our information that would work against us. Okay. Um, but I think you guys need to get into, we're going to have like a little alchemy class and different things of that nature. You guys need to start working with light and dark because it equals up to balance. And once you balance, these entities and dark forces would never be able to trick you. I don't care what they come with, because you guys got to realize this earthly plane, this world is a illusion. So therefore, this marriage, this ceremony is an illusion. All of these things are illusions. Be careful what you commit to. Be careful what you give your soul energy to. Be careful what you give your essence to. Be careful of giving away your free will. Be careful of allowing darkness from these different portals, which is these social sites. They love social sites because it is a easy way for these entities to corrupt the ones that work in light. Okay. Even though we know, like I said, dark and light equals balance. But you have some people that just solely work in darkness and agree to these compacts to work in darkness. So we are in a great return to sender. Make sure you guys always keep yourself grounded, send love and light to each other, keep each other uplifted, keep yourself grounded, keep yourself mostly protected. Learn, understand who the real gods are. Understand when you're being tricked. Understand when your free will is being used against you and stolen from you. Understand when you're committing yourself to a compact without even knowing that you're committing yourself to a compact. These are valuable things that you guys would need to know when it is coming into 2023. A valuable thing that we mostly learn on Ascended Thoughts and we learn inside of these Zooms when they teach us that we are always going through a great reset in this earthly plane, on this earthly plane. And they do these resets to keep us suppressed, keep our energy suppressed, because people are starting to awaken and staying woke. Once you're woke, you cannot go back to sleep. So therefore, they use these things against you to trick you into compacts to keep you in a certain type of frequency, energy, all type of things. So you guys gotta be careful who you lay with, who you play with, who you watch, who you engage with, who you give your energy to, and what you program inside of yourself. This place is like the Matrix, like the movie The Matrix. It's a programming. It's a programming. And once you, they hate when you wake up. They hate when you have balance. Let me give you guys a key. Balance is what keep those entities from being able to feed off of your energy. Be careful of these motherfuckers that's on here. And I got to stop cursing because they told us about cursing too. Be careful of these people, humans, that have sold their soul so they're no longer humans and different things of that nature. My child is definitely great, even though I know they watch, they send us negative energy, they send us death, they send us different things of this nature that spirit reveals to me. And it never is going to work. It never works against me. Anything they do to me, it always reflects to their children. So that she's great, but anybody that did work against us when I was pregnant, they seeing it. They seeing it. Even if they don't want you to know they seeing it, they seeing it and they feeling it. Cause we're in the great return to sender. Okay. So she is definitely great. I can't complain. Like I said, I'm just here spreading um love and light, and I'm enlightening the ones that feel as if it is a crime to give fair exchange of energy, which I have had people come at me when I said fair exchange of energy. Oh, guys. And they told us when, you know how we have these classes and you pay for these classes. We know that's fair exchange of energy. They told us why, what is the perks of doing those fair exchange of energy. Make sure you guys check out my community board because I am giving away to needy families, one needy family before Thanksgiving. Just sow a seed into somebody, and what you sow into someone, I guarantee you, your universe is going to sow it back into you. It will be a live broadcast where we're going to pick the numbers. I'm going to have Mama Red, because she is a awesome seer, an awesome God, and and we all are God and goddesses, so don't get it confused. But I'm gonna let her pick the number because Spirit is gonna tell her the family that really needs it. Okay. But I'm gonna drop that on my community board. It's on that GoFundMe. Shout out to London for um donating. I donated myself. Um, but yes, guys. Do you guys got any questions about anything we went over tonight or anything that you guys want us to talk about? Make sure y'all go do the poll on my community board where I actually asked y'all, did y'all want me to go over the 369 method, or do y'all guys want me to go over dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional families? But the poll right now is pushing towards dysfunctional family. So we'll have that conversation a little later on today. I'm not going to tell y'all the time, but just make sure y'all turn on y'all notification. Let's go ahead and do our send back to sender prayer, and we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I send love and light to everyone. Um, any dark entities or dark forces that is trying to go against our free will, keep us suppressed to this earthly plane that's working against us, sending forces to work against us, work against our finances, our households, our children, our livelihoods, our jobs, our family. I ask that you send back the sender we do not accept, we do not agree with. I ask that you protect this chat. Everyone that was in this chat, I ask that you protect them. The ones that comment, the ones that was in the bushes, protect all of my subscribers. I ask that you keep us focused so we don't get distracted by all of these worldly things that they do to that they do distract us with. I ask that you keep everyone with open eyes where they will be able to recognize real from fake, where they will be able to recognize the real gods from the made up gods. Um, thank you, baby. And I just ask that you keep us grounded, keep us focused, keep us happy in a good space, in a good conscience, because 2023 is going to be very, 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 just put it like this: spirit never lies. And quote Mama Red on this, it's going to go back to the 50s. You're going to start seeing a lot of hanging of our children, raping of our children, deaths different things of that nature. You're going to start seeing a lot of this. So you got to keep yourself protected. Be careful what you engage in. Be careful what you watch. Be careful what you make a compact with. A lot of you people on this um YouTube, you guys making compacts going against your free will and you don't even know it. You don't know it. Engaging in mess allow energies to suppress you, get inside of you, control you, turn you to dark. Okay? So I hope that I was able to help someone that will be able to help someone. I hope that I was able to make sense to someone that did not have the knowledge, that was not enlightened. Make sure you guys get on my community board because I'm also going to share Mama Red lives. Since we have a community board now, yes, YouTube is opening us up to some things. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all get y'all readings in because she do still have her site up where you guys could get those readings. I'm never going to steer you in the wrong direction because what I do, I am accountable for souls. We all are accountable for souls. So if we condemn souls here, meaning we feed them false gods, false information to lead them in the wrong direction, to steal energies and different things of that nature, you will answer to that. Okay, so like I say, y'all be blessed, never stress, stay focused. I want y'all to know cyberbullying and cyber stalking is not only harmful, but it can also cross the line of criminal misconduct, which could be considered doxing. Anyone that use my brand or my name for doxing, I will, well, how we gonna say, sue your ass, y'all big mouth bitches. Okay, everything is for educational purposes only. Um, None of this content was for malicious intent or directed towards anyone. It was just basically to educate the ones that want to be educated, the ones that want to be awoke, awaken, and to stay woke. I don't want any rights to any music that was played. That is the copyright disclaimer. And y'all already know I'm gonna see y'all later on the night where I could be a little loud because my baby finally went to sleep, y'all. She's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up. And let's go ahead and get up out of here.
Hey, this one here for my riders. Straight up. Come on, nah. Let's ride, nigga. You with that? Come on, nigga. Let's ride.